Welcome to SQJ videos. In this video we are going to study about clauses. Now every complex sentence is divided into two parts, that is the main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause is a part of sentence which has its own meaning. It is not dependent on any other group of words. Second is subordinate clause or dependent clause. This part of sentence is dependent on the main clause. It does not have its own meaning. In this video we are going to study type of clauses, two clauses, that is adjective and adverb. So first, adjective clause. Adjective clause, a subordinate clause which does the work of an adjective, that it gives us more information about the noun in the main clause. To identify the adjective clause, we can ask the question who, whom, which and whose to the main clause, and the answer will be your adjective clause. Here's the example. So in the example, the time when the plane will leave is certain. Here the main clause is the time is uncertain. So when the time is uncertain, when the plane will leave. So this is subordinate adjective clause. It tells us about the time. Now adverb clause. A subordinate clause which does the work of an adverb, that is, it gives us information about the verb in the main clause. So we ask the question why, where and when to the main clause for our answer. Adverb clause have subtypes. Few we are going to learn in this video and remaining in next video. So let us begin with first, adverb clause of time. It refers to the period or point of time or to another event. We have to ask question when to the verb in the main clause. Here are few words by which the adverb clause of time begins. Let us see some example. First one, he came when it was raining. Here he came is your main clause. When it was raining is your subordinate clause, that is adverb clause of time. Second, I saw that movie last year. When I saw that movie, last year. So last year is your adverb clause of time. Next example, I have been going to this school since 2011. So here main clause is I have been going to this school, and since 2011 is your adverb clause of time. It answers the question when of your main clause. Fourth, I am going to buy a new car. Here your main clause is I am going to buy a new car, and tomorrow is your adverb clause of time. Next type of adverb clause is of place. It gives us more information about the location or position of something. Here we ask question where to your main clause. Let us study some examples to get this concept more clear. So the first example is he said he was happy where he was. Here the main clause is he said he was happy. Where he was happy, where he was. So where he was is your adverb clause of place. In second example, my son told me another fight broke out. Where he eats lunch at school. So where he eats lunch at school is your subordinate clause of place. In the third example, they drove beyond where the city ends. So where they drove beyond the city ends. The next is adverb clause of reason. This indicates the reason why that the action is done. So here we are going to ask question why to the main clause. This has few words by which the main subordinate clause begins. Here first example is, since you promised to help me, I shall take you with me. Here the reason is since you promised to help me. So that is your adverb clause of reason. Second, we adopted these two dogs because they are a bonded pair. The reason of adoption is because they are a bonded pair. So that becomes your adverb clause of reason. Third, he is amazing at football since he spent his youth playing it. Why he is amazing at football? Since he spent his youth playing it. So that is your adverb clause of reason. So the remaining types of adverb clause we will study in next video. Also the noun clause. Thank you for watching. Hit the bell icon for notification and also subscribe our channel.